Start. Learned Counsel for the petitioner contends that since an application dated 22/4/2016 was made before the respondent bank to accept a demand draft for a sum of rupees 4,65,000 towards outstanding dues and to intimate the petitioner in respect of any other outstanding so that the petitioner may clear the same, but neither any order has been passed on the application nor the bank draft tendered along with application has been accepted by the bank. It is further submitted that in view of section 13 within bracket 8 of the Act, since the entire outstanding dues have been tendered to the respondent bank, the secured asset is not liable to be sold or transferred, and no further step is liable to be taken by the bank in respect of the secured asset. The thrust of the argument of the learned counsel for the petitioner is that since the petitioner had already tendered the total outstanding dues by means of a bank draft, the creditor bank cannot now proceed any further with the sale or transfer of the second asset, and the liability of the petitioner is to be written off in view of the section 13 within bracket 8 of the Act. A bare reading of the aforesaid provision goes to show that requirement is actual tender of the outstanding dues, including all costs, charges, and expenses by the debtor to the secured creditor at any time before the date fixed for sale or transfer. It is only when the actual tender is made to the secured creditor before the date fixed for sale or transfer the provision places a restriction on the right of the secured creditor to proceed with sale or transfer of the secured asset, and further prohibits the secured creditor to take any step for transfer or sale of the secured asset. The language of the section is very clear that tender to the secured creditor should be made at any time before the date fixed for sale or transfer. In the case in hand, admittedly the respondent bank proceeded to auction the secured asset on 30/3/2016 for a sum of rupees 28.05 lakhs in favor of Srimati Urmila Dikshit and Srimati Manju Dikshit. The bid offered by the auction purchaser was confirmed by the respondent bank. From the pleadings in the writ petition itself, it is clear that the application was made by the petitioner before the respondent bank, tendering a sum of rupees 4,65,000 by means of a bank draft was dated 22/4/2016. Admittedly, the application was made much after the auction took place on 30/3/2016. It is also pertinent to note that petitioner borrower in his application dated 22/4/2016 has referred the bank draft to be dated 13/4/2016, but photocopy of the same is filed as Annexure 8 to the writ petition goes to show that it is dated 30th April 2016, which in itself sufficient to indicate that though the application is dated 22/4/2016, but it was submitted to the bank on or after 30/4/2016